set up here, I am going to yet again spend some time doodling from my prompt book here as I slowly but surely fill this whole book out. Let's see, got this, got those. Yeah, okay, I think we're good here. 1 second. Let me see. Oh, wait a sec, my phone. Okay. Getting set up. Sorry, everybody. It's taking me a minute. But I think I am ready to do this. Yes, we're good. Okay. All right. Prompt book. Let's see what we got here. Okay. I don't know. Here we go. Aladdin's lamp. Aladdin's lamp. Again, I don't really look at any reference when I do this, so you get what you get. And goodness knows where this is going to go. I'm not quite sure of that shape. All right, that's a start. I feel like the genie's kind of sleepy. Just kind of waking up. Yeah, these are good pens. Art by Anton. I have enjoyed using these as well. Pretty, I don't know, versatile. That's the word I'm looking for. I like them for a lot of different things. Quick little bit of color here. I guess the genie, because of Disney, has been established that the genie is bluish in color. I don't know if that was purely a Disney choice or if that was based or originated in some other source material for why the genie was that color. But I'll stick with the blue. Why not? Sleepy genie floating out of that lamp. Hello, hello, Carpor. There's my pencil. Hope everybody's enjoying a decent day or evening or whatever time it is wherever you are. Good enough. Look at that. That's Aladdin's lamp, right? Who would argue that? Okay, I'm going to flip to a different page. Let's keep this moving. Okay, again, no reference. Excuse me. This prompt is Stonehenge. And I can't say that I fully remember exactly the whole thing with Stonehenge. In fact, when I think of Stonehenge, I really just think of Spinal Tap. And wizards. Stonehenge makes me think of wizards. This wizard's got a rather big wand, shall we say. I've been to Stonehenge, but it was a long time ago, and I actually don't remember quite accurately what the scale of it was. These rocks might have been a lot bigger than what I'm showing here with this wizard. And I don't remember whether some were stacked on each other. In a circle, right? Sort of a circle. True. I'm definitely drawing them bigger than they were in Spinal Tap. So I'm at least a little closer to being accurate. Yeah, okay. Not sure if this wizard is protecting Stonehenge or he's just hanging out and posing dramatically. Couldn't tell you. Not sure what the backstory is there. Just trying to get a better sense of a grassy field going on here. Yeah, the wizard is definitely determined. Oh yeah, maybe it is hide and seek, Brett. That's a good idea. Maybe another wizard is looking for him. Like perhaps this wizard. Many Splendored. Yes, this is a book of drawing prompts. It's a book I got many years ago. My Suns had done a little bit in it, not very much, but you'll see there are drawings here and there as I flip through it. And in an effort to begin doing regular live drawing sessions on Twitch, I thought, you know what, I will just do the prompts in this book and maybe finish this book out at some point. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I am hopeful that I might get back into a rhythm of doing live drawings with Julian. We're still working all that out with his schedule and everything, but for the time being, I'm going to be just drawing from this prompt book mostly. Okay, let's throw a little color in here, right? Why not? Getting some green. Yeah, it's partly intentional, I guess, to keep it subtle color-wise, but it's also the reality of coloring on paper with pencil crayons. It's just a lighter touch, no matter how you work it. Let's see. I kind of feel like, I don't know, like maybe there is a bit of a sunset going on or something. I don't know. Let me think about the sky a little bit here first while I color in his little moons and stars. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking about this. And I'm thinking... So I'm just looking at my color options here. Let's just see what it's like to do a little gradation. A little out of my comfort zone for just straight green grass and blue sky. Let's just see if we add a little bit of dusky atmosphere here. Or maybe it's early dawn, I don't know. I think there's a lot of bit of mood to it. Depends. Really? Pink always at dawn? I'm not sure. And if that's the case, well then I guess I have arbitrarily selected dusk. Or maybe there's just a forest fire in the distance going on. Who knows? Great question, Build a Cat. And one I'm not sure that I can answer right off the top of my head, other than maybe just the natural problem of drawing feet. Feet are tough to do, and I think traditionally, design-wise, I've always defaulted to very smallish feet on my characters. And so the idea of drawing big badoink guys, just, I don't know, that stresses me out. I think it would put too much focus on their feet. Oh, look at that. Mini Splendid has already answered the question for me in a very practical way. Maybe that's true. Just, you don't want big targets. Not during magical duels, for sure. Alright, I'm not entirely sure that my attempt at dusk worked here, but hey, at least I tried. Try to do something slightly different than just an all blue sky. I don't know that I'm very pleased. I don't know. I don't know if this worked. And that's okay. Oh, is it too quiet? Let me see if I've got, do I have it turned down? No, the input is pretty high. Interesting. You know what? Maybe it's just the direction I have it pointed. Is that any better for people? Apologies if it is too quiet. I am still working out the kinks technically. And frankly, I am not talking a lot, so it's generally quiet anyway. But hopefully that's loud enough for everyone. You know, I've been thinking about that. And he might very well be. Because I fear that if I make his robe any other color, you may just think he's not a wizard. I don't know. Gotta make sure the wizard thing reads here. Yes, I was thinking about the glow. Yes. Very good ideas. Though I think because I went with an orange and a yellow, I think I gotta kind of keep it within the... I think if I had pink, that'd be weird. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe just a little hit of orange. Possibly. Thanks. Glad you like the wizard Sorry you can't stick around, but I'm glad you popped in. And yeah, I just defaulted to a blue robe for the wizard. Let's see here. What do I want? I've seen the color I was looking for, but that's okay. Green, that's bold. I can see that working though, I suppose. You know, I think I might just leave it there. Okay, I just went really light touch there, guys. Everything's a very light. Very light. Make sure this is still gonna... Alright, okay. I think I'm gonna move on. Let's see what else we got here for prompts. I think that's a decent Stonehenge. Actually, one little bit of sketching or shading. Yes, that's better. Okay, moving on. Another page. Some of these prompts I'm not super, I don't know. I suppose at some point I'll have to deal with them. Oh, there's an old cobra head I drew. Dragonfly carnival, tarantula. Still looking. Sorry, gotta hit the right inspiration here. Pirate ship. Oof, that's hard. Donut with sprinkles. Kangaroo. I've got a kangaroo. That feels doable. Well, there are prompts in there that I guess could be categorized as Halloween, like a haunted house, but I'll be honest, I just sometimes I feel like drawing buildings and other times I don't, and right now I really don't feel like drawing a building. So I don't know, maybe I'll come back to that. Okay, no reference here, so apologies to everybody that actually knows what a kangaroo looks like, because I'm quite certain I'm butchering this to some degree. It's like he's waiting for a bus. I don't know. Maybe that's what he's doing. Just a kangaroo waiting for a bus. referencing the old bus stop signs I remember in the city I grew up in. Just had a little symbol of an icon of a bus from the front view. And yeah. Why is this guy waiting for a bus? I don't know. Guy? Maybe it's I think it might be a lady there. He's got the pouch. Ooh, Brett. Yeah, there you go. Stretching for the puns. Nice. Always appreciate the effort, sir. No need to show yourself out. Never been to Australia, so I'm a little unsure of my vegetation choices there. Maybe someday I'll get there. Exactly the color I want here for the kangaroo, but that's okay. I think I can make do with this. Yeah, that'll work. Ta-da! Kangaroo. Donut with sprinkles. Yeah, that's on the other page there. Fine. I'll draw a donut with sprinkles. But what I'll draw is a living donut. Living donut with sprinkles. That's exciting. suppose if this, if I keep doing this consistently, I'll probably have to look into getting another prompt book at some point. I mean, there's still plenty left in this one, but you know, eventually. Anyway, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself there. I've barely begun this. The thing with doing sprinkles is it takes a while to get them all colored. And you know, you gotta do it for it to read as sprinkles. Otherwise it just doesn't look right. Put some green ones on there. All the unnatural colors of sprinkles. Let's see what else. What else? Another color. Sure, that'll work, that'll work. Make like a pink countertop table that this little donut is on. Maybe there is a coffee mug. With coffee in it. Oops, I'm way off to the side. Sorry everybody, I didn't realize how far off I was from the camera. Got a little too focused on the drawing. Okay, that feels pretty okay. Okay, yeah, there's a donut with sprinkles. Alright, I'm gonna move on. More to the front of the book. I feel like I'm not looking at the front. crystal ball. Why not? Oh, no, I haven't answered that, Bill the Cat. These are prompts that were in this book. This is like one of those, you know, sort of cheesy prompt books you can find in bookstores or, I don't know, paper stores, crafty stores. And it's been sitting around my studio forever, barely used. And so it seemed like the right motivator for me to, again, just sort of test out Twitch and give me a direction to go in. And so, yeah. But yeah, it's pre-printed with these prompts. I don't even know where this book came from. So long ago. But I'm glad I've found a use for it because it gets me doodling. And I suppose it's working as advertised. It's making me draw and give me a reason to do stuff on Twitch live. I think this guy is a little worried about the crystal ball outcome here. And he probably should be. Because the prognosis is not good. Well, yeah, of course. Only ethically sourced crystal balls around here, that's for sure. Okay. I think that works-ish. I think I'll try to add a little bit of color to this, but maybe a little bit monochromatic this guy wished he'd gone to a different fortune teller. Cool. Okay. All right. I think I'll pick one more prompt for tonight, and I'll probably call it a day or a night. What do we got here? Okay. Yes. Labyrinth. Captain's hat. Ticket stub. Giraffe. Wishing well. Blah, 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 blah. Bill, Grand Canyon, Lion, beach scene. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a lion. Maybe it's a time to do a lion. Okay. Gonna end on a lion. Put lots of attitude on the lion. This is not the normal way I would have expected to have drawn this lion. This lion is a bit on the old scruffy side. looking cat. With an extremely long tail. But you know, he's living his best life. Doing lion things. Whew, okay, yeah, I think this drawing is showing very clearly to me that this should be my last drawing for this session. I'm not sure what is going on here. And I feel like I want a lighter color for this guy. Oh my gosh, this pencil is so short. But we're gonna make it work for us. See? Totally working for us, even though this pencil crown is maybe an inch long. Perhaps he does, on a Sunday, have a case of the Mondays. I mean, he looks haggard, I will say, certainly. But he looks sort of content, I think. I mean, that's the vibe I'm feeling from this face. So I don't know if he's full-on Garfield hating the Mondays. He seems kind of reasonably pleased with the way his life's going. Maybe a little more like the dude from Big Lebowski, just rolling with whatever. Again, we're just kind of monochromatic-y. Go for single color for the image. Just do tones. Yeah, not so bad. Yeah. Right on. Okay. I think that will conclude tonight's session, or today's session, or this morning's session, depending when and where you're watching this. So yeah, thanks everybody. I will continue to find time to jump onto Twitch and do some of these prompts. But yeah, thanks everybody for showing up and checking it out. And I'll be back again. Cool. Thanks.